Oh, gather round, you starry-eyed, and hear what I will say of Vraum the broad, the mountain tall, who walks the Jedi way. No blade he needs, no boast he makes, no anger does he show, but planets shake and suns burn bright wherever he may go. Sing hey for Vraum, the shield of all, the gentle giant's name. Sing ho for Vraum, whose quiet grin puts war itself to shame. No storm can stand, no beast can bite, no fate can bring him low. For Vraum once blinked, and time itself forgot which way to flow. They say when Vraum does push-ups low, he does not rise at all. The ground beneath him trembles just to answer to his call. The crust will bend, the seas will part, the mountains shift aside, apologizing softly as he finishes his stride. Sing hey for Vraum, the shield of all, the stars align his path. Sing ho for Vraum, whose kindness hits far harder than his wrath. No blade can cut, no blaster burns, no shadow makes him slow. For Vraum once sighed, and fear itself forgot where it should go. He's got a rancor in his room, laid flat upon the floor. Not dead, mind you, just holding still, too frightened to be more. It dares not blink, it dares not breathe, lest Vraum should glance its way and offer it a friendly nod that keeps it pinned all day. Sing hey for Vraum, whose welcome hand can calm the wildest fight. Sing ho for Vraum, who tucks the dark itself in bed at night. No beast can roar, no tyrant reign, no terror steal the show. For Vraum said friend, and hatred didn't know where else to go. A Sith once tried to strike him down with lightning from the sky, but Vraum just held it in his palm and said, now that was sly. He thanked the man, returned the spark, improved and twice as neat. The Sith apologized, then left, and took up farming wheat. Sing hey for Vraum, whose patience breaks the strongest iron will. Sing ho for Vraum, who stands so calm the galaxy goes still. No rage can rise, no war can last, no chaos overflow. For Vraum once laughed, and destiny just packed its things to go. They say he blocked a starship once that fell from orbit fast. He caught it with one open hand and asked if it would last, then set it down so carefully not one poor soul was tossed, and fixed the engine with a shrug and never charged the cost. Sing hey for Vraum, the wall of light no darkness can undo. Sing ho for Vraum, whose strength is matched by so true. No end can come, no tale can close, no legend out can grow. For Vraum still walks, and stories chase wherever he may go. Now if you're lost and fear the dark, no map to guide you through, just listen for the thunder laugh that rolls the whole sky blue. It cracks across the valleys wide, it shakes the heavens dome. For where you hear that booming joy, you'll know that's where Vraum roams. Ha ha ha! Sing hey for Vraum, whose laughter rolls like storm on summer stone. Sing ho for Vraum, you'll never stand afraid or stand alone. No night can hold, no dread can stay, no courage fade or slow. For Vraum laughs once, and every heart remembers how to glow. They say arm wrestled fate itself upon a tavern night. And once so gently fate just smiled and said, "You're probably right." Now destiny just checks with him before it makes a move and writes things slightly better, just to stay within his groove. Sing hey for Vraum, who even chance itself will not defy. Sing ho for Vraum, who teaches luck itself to try. No thread can snap, no path be lost, no ending fall too low. For Vraum once nodded, and the odds all chose the way to go. A black hole tried to swallow him, as black holes often do, but Vraum just leaned upon its edge and said, "Now listen you." It shrank a bit, embarrassed like, and spat back all it took. Now stars shine bright around its rim from one approving look. Sing hey for Vraum, who stares the void straight in the face. Sing ho for Vraum, who teaches darkness know its place. No wind can pull, no others claim, no terror drive below. For Vraum once frowned, and nothing dared to steal the glow. He once gave counsel to the force on how the balance stood. Said light is fine, but help the lust, you'll find that works out good. The force took notes, adjusted things, and flows a little kinder, though still from time to time it checks if Vraum might like to remind her. Sing hey for Vraum, advisor to the cosmic tide. Sing ho for Vraum, with all the stars upon his side. No balance breaks, no spirit bends, no hope is laid too low. For Vraum once spoke, and even fate said, "Right, we'll go with that so." He saw Hill's string one day, the plow cut deep and slow. So Vraum just smiled and took the yoke and said, "You've done enough, you know." He tilled the fields from dawn till dusk with steady, happy stride, while the old ox grazed and watched in awe, all puffed with grateful pride. Sing hey for Vraum, whose strength is given, never shown. Sing ho for Vraum, who bears the weight some them must groan. No toil too big, no burden long, no weary spirit low. For Vraum steps in, and even hardship softens in its glow. Now some folks wear a shield so wide it blocks out all despair, but truth be told, it's not the shield, it's just that Vraum is there. For wars have stuck knit out a cry and laid their weapons down, 'cause no one wants to disappoint dead ever smiling Vraum. Sing hey for Vraum, the friend of all, from king to wonder and soul. Sing ho for Vraum, who makes the broken spirit whole. No meat too tall, no tale too grand, no legend overblow. For Vraum just lives and somehow makes the impassable seem known. So if you're lost in shadow deep, or fear what lies ahead, just speak his name, take heart again, remember what was said. No matter how the night may fall, no matter what may loom, there's always hope so long as stands the mighty Jedi Vraum.